One of our favorite pieces you've done shows the Marx Brothers, Groucho, Chico, and Harpo, standing with Lou Gehrig in Yankee Stadium. What's the story behind that image?
So I've known about that image for a really long time, or at least I've had it in my binder of stuff that I, use for inspiration. Unfortunately, there isn't a heck of a lot of stuff that I was able to find out about it. What I did find out was that that particular image, that particular photograph was taken it was early August of 1936. I want to say August 2nd, but off the top of my head, I might be wrong. But it's early August of 1936. It's in Cleveland Municipal Stadium. Yankees playing the Indians. And before the game, the Marx Brothers were there and just kind of playing around with the ball players. And they just happened to kind of be on the field. And there's, I think, a couple of newspapers that like New York newspapers and even Cleveland newspapers that I checked out. There wasn't a ton of information out there about it. I think they had mentioned that, and the Marx Brothers were here and they were playing catch with like George Selkirk or something like that. But here, you have this great photograph of Lou with the Marx Brothers. And I'm like, I love this image. I wanted to paint it forever. And I finally just started doing it. What's funny is that, I take, obviously I'm doing all the kind of research that I normally do, and I'm trying to kind of research the clothing that the Marx Brothers are wearing. And I like thinking about Harpo's hat and wig and like what color it probably should be and the color of, the horn and what that should be. And like, Groucho, that's right. And he doesn't have a real mustache. It's just like the shoe polish or whatever on his upper lip. And as I'm doing the painting, as I'm like really getting into it, or as I'm looking over the photograph and really kind of getting into it and figuring out how I'm going to compose it, I noticed that at the bottom of the page, at the bottom of the image, Groucho, the one hand is kind of like holding up a baseball, and the other hand is actually kind of giving the camera the middle finger. And I decided to not put that in the painting. Mainly because pictorially it looked a little awkward, just kind of like where his hand is in relation to the bottom of the image and whatnot. I just wanted to make sure that the focus was mainly on them and their faces. If it was any longer than it, than I made it, then it would just, I don't know, I think the finger would stick out a little too much. But that was kind of the first time I had noticed that he was actually flipping the bird. But that was a really fun one to paint. I really love those scenes. The whole motif of like ball players with, with fans, with kids, with, celebrities of the day. Like I adore that stuff.